So listen, I'm a huge fan of Remedy Entertainment and their games, and after seeing the trailer and State of Play for Control Resonant, I decided to go back and start playing some of the games. Control 1 was one of my favorite games I've ever played, and it still is. It even held a spot for my favorite game of all time. But there was one game out of all of Remedy Entertainment's games I haven't played yet, and that was Quantum Break.
This is #1 champion sound, yeah, Estelle, we about to get down. Who the hottest in the world right now? Just touched down in London town. Bet they give me a pound. Tell them put the money in my hand right now. Got a promoter, we need more seats. We just sold out all the floor seats.
Take me on a trip, I'd like to go someday. Take me to New York, I'd love to see LA. I really want to come pick it with you. You'll be my American boy.
Now, the reason I'm covering this is because Quantum Break combines two of my favorite things: Remedy's convoluted and oftentimes confusing plots and time travel. Now, if I want to explain time travel, I should probably do it in a more visual setting, so let's change the format a little bit. See, doesn't this feel better for everyone involved? Oh, okay, calm down. I don't look that bad. Ugh. Okay, listen, I know, this isn't an Overwatch video, but trust me, if I play another second of that game, I might actually hurt myself. So we're taking a short sabbatical from it. I'm saying short, but it's gonna be about a month because I'm gonna be gone on vacation visiting family. So you'll still get videos, but you won't see this setup for a while. And for that, I'm sorry, my bad. But this video is going to be a big departure because I'm going to try something new and I'm going to try something a bit bigger, especially since it comes to Quantum Break and Remedy Entertainment. And Remedy Entertainment is famous for always, well, swinging, just going for something. So let's go for something in this. And especially since Quantum Break was a time-traveling shooter, a third-person time-traveling shooter made for Xbox, you can really tell when it takes a swing and it misses, especially since it was made for Xbox and Xbox is shit. So yeah, let's get straight into the powers and abilities of our hero and protagonist, Jack Joyce. Jack Joyce has access to all sorts of different abilities, tools, and upgrades within those tools in order to make himself stronger and better. But we won't really be going over upgrades because upgrades really just span from this lasts longer to this lasts longer. So we're really just gonna cover all of his abilities in general, which we can just start with the time stop. The time stop just creates a slowing of time in a small bubble where he can shoot bullets into to get extra damage, and that'll be your main way of dealing with larger foes or people who just like to move around a lot and you don't feel like moving your mouse. Next up is the time dodge for when you need to reposition. Time dodge, it's just a dodge that makes you invulnerable to any sort of damage whilst dodging, but it also gives you bullet time right after you dodge. Next up is the time rush. The time rush makes it so that whenever you're running, time just slows down and it's exactly what you think it would do. You slow down time, you can reposition, and you can even get these one-shot takedowns, which I've shown throughout the video. Next up is this time explosion thing we'll call the time blast. It's just a focused explosion of time where he can create a giant ripple effect that blows anyone away. And last but certainly not least is the time vision or whatever, where you can use it to either find secrets or you can use it to find enemies. Either way, all those things are honestly kind of one-dimensional. Once you get one thing, it's kind of super easy to just move on to the next. But we're to forget they even exist in the first place. I'm re-recording this because I forgot to talk about the Chrono Shield. It's just a simple time shield. It slows down bullets that come at you. But I didn't use it a single time and I forgot it was in the game at times. What's really interesting is when you start to combine those things and really make some plays with it. That is where the gameplay really shines, is when you're flowing from ability to ability, using what you got when you got it to beat every single encounter. Of course, some of these abilities make some encounters easier than others, but nothing really that game breaking. Most of the time, as per usual, Remedy kind of cooked when it came to the gameplay. It's fun. Not every encounter plays out the exact same where you spam the same move over and over again unless you're one of those boring people who doesn't want to have fun. It's just straight up fun. Now, of course, I'm talking a lot about the gameplay and how fun that is and how it ties into the game overall, but I haven't spoken about the game's story. And I'm gonna give you the broad strokes because if I actually dive deep into it, I might give myself an aneurysm. So, broad strokes, Jack's brother Will created a time machine. That time machine went haywire and basically broke time. Now, Jack is trying to figure out a way to fix time without creating a bunker of only scientists, while Paul was sent forward in time by the destruction of the time machine and wants to figure out how to fix time and prevent time from ever ending in the first place by creating a bunker and having people in that bunker fix time. That's pretty much it. They're both trying to save the world, but in different ways, and that's most of the story. Of course, there are finer details, but if I get into it, you're gonna get lost because I'm gonna keep it like I kind of got lost. It's not that difficult of a game to follow, but when it comes to time travel and you start digging into different types of stuff, you really start to lose track of all sorts of stuff. So pretty much all you need to know is Jack's brother Will create a time machine go boom, and now egg is cracked. They want to fix the egg. Bob's your uncle. The game's over. Now, as you're learning about the story through the gameplay, you're also at the end of every section or act, you're given an episode of a show. Yep, an episode. Now, of course, I understand that some of you have never played Quantum Break. So let me explain to you what I mean by episodes. I mean, it was straight up a show in between gameplay segments. I shit you not. It was 30-minute to 20-minute episodes in between gameplay. Now, I'm going to explain to you what happens in these episodes. And you are not going to believe me. And that's okay, because I'm going to show it all right here. All the evidence, I'm going to show it right here for you guys to just see. Because you won't believe me, and I didn't believe it when someone had told me. So listen. I'm gonna take you through it. I'm gonna be even more detailed than I was in the explanation of the actual game, okay? So trust me when I say this is some bullshit. Liam Burke is the fixer from Monarch Company. Monarch Company sends him to find a traitor. The traitor is Beth Wilder, but Beth Wilder was just about to release Jack Joyce from her custody when Liam Burke found her. Liam Burke finds her and tries to catch her in the act, but then Jack Joyce uses his powers to get out of both of their custody. And as the Monarch soldiers close in, they find Liam Burke and Beth Wilder there, both holding their dicks in their hands, not being able to explain what happened. So of course they think that they're the traitors. So Liam Burke fights his way out, goes to Charlie. Charlie's the IT guy, total douchebag. We don't like Charlie around these parts. He goes to Charlie. Charlie turns him in. Well, now Liam's like, oh shit, I gotta run. Liam bolts, tries to fight his way out, but he can't. He gets captured. In the next couple of episodes, Liam is basically trying to get uncaptured and find his wife. Yes, he has a pregnant wife. That's gonna be important, trust me. The pregnant wife is like, hey, I didn't know you did this shit for a living, when he comes to find her because he was injured. He was like, listen, we gotta go. We gotta find some place to take you that's safe. Then he finds out about the CFR, or the life raft, or whatever you wanna call it. He finds out that there's a way for people to survive the breaking of time, or the cracking of the egg. So he goes to find that. He finds Charlie. Charlie says, yeah, I'll let you in. Fiona's like, please, can you let me in too? And he's like, sure, I'm trying to catch buns. She's like, whatever, bro. So now they're on the raft. Liam's on the raft. Liam, depending on your choices, this game is choice-based, we'll get to that. But depending on your choices, Littlefinger is like, hey, I'm offering you a job to defend the CFR, or the life raft, to keep your wife alive. He's like, hell yeah, I'll do it. And then you dog walk this guy in 5 minutes. Remember, these were 30 to 40 minute episodes, 4 of them, in between gameplay, to say, hey, this guy has a family and he wants to keep the life raft alive. He wants to make sure his family lives. And remember, the story of this game is Jack Joyce versus Littlefinger on how do we save the world? Do we save the world right now, or do we save the world in 10 years? Or however amount of time it takes for the scientists in the life raft to create the cure to the time-breaking disease. Like, you did all that just for me to kick this guy's ass, basically. That makes sense. Now listen, I'm not the type of guy to argue the validity of every single story in every single game I play, but this is like a separate story, almost. The only person in the story who makes a real appearance in the game that's like impactful is Fiona, because Fiona gets you into the Monarch facility and guides you through the Monarch building. Otherwise, fighting Liam, like, okay, cool, I met him in the beginning of the game, he was kind of a dick, and then I get to, I learned more about him in the show, and now I care. I don't give a shit. I don't care. Who is this? I don't know this man's family. I don't care about his family. My goal is to save the world in this game, right? He wants to save his family. Cool. Guess who else is in the world? Your family. So why should I even care that I beat Liam? Oh, it might damn his family. His family's gonna be fine. Why should I care? My point is that you're ripping us out of the gameplay for 30 to 40 minute long episodes of something that really doesn't matter a lot, especially since most of the characters in it end up dead and you don't really get to meet them as Jack Joyce. So why do you care? And then Fiona is just another, Fiona is just another traitor who helps you throughout the game, just like Beth did, but Beth can't do it anymore because, she's just dead. So it's 30 to 40 minute long episodes of something that you didn't really need to play the game, that don't really matter a whole lot for characters you probably won't really care about. You see why I kind of don't understand why it's in the game? But even so, still with its faults and even with its triumphs, it's still a Remedy title, and it still shows in, like I said earlier, the gameplay and the story. The story is definitely not one that you can count out as soon as you hear it. It's got some twists, it's got some turns, and it really plays with different ideas. They even let you, do a little pick your own adventure thing, and having a show in between the gameplay segments. I mean, as much as I don't agree with the direction, I do see and understand the decision, because they do that same live action stuff in other games like Alan Wake. Yeah, I might be a Remedy glazer, but I'm definitely gonna say that this is a pretty fun game. I definitely play it again, and I'm happy I played it this time around. But anyway, that's all there is to this episode of some random shit I decided to play. Like I said earlier, I'm gonna be gone for a month, so you won't see this stuff specifically, but you will see more videos, and you won't see any Overwatch videos in a while. But I do have a plan for when I come back, and you guys are in for a big treat when I do come back to Overwatch. But thank you so much if you got this far into this video. Again, it means the world. It always means the world. Comment Schmedium. God, I'm bad at making outros. Anyway, see you guys later. Bye.